Xiaomi launches RedmiBook 13, 14 and 16 laptops powered by AMD Ryzen 4000 poised to rule them all. Xiaomi today announced the impending release of 3 new laptops with 13 inches, 14 inches, and 16 inches diagonals. The ideal is tantalizingly clear: to launch a laptop available at all the most popular resolutions, with the specs to match, and pricing that's incredibly aggressive, as is Xiaomi's usual trademark. All 3 Xiaomi RedmiBook models carry AMD's latest Ryzen 4000 CPUs in the form of the Ryzen 5 4500U or Ryzen 7 4700U, so you know you're in for very attractive performance and battery life metrics from the get-go. The RedmiBook 13 comes in 3 configurations. The base model, featuring an AMD Ryzen 5 4500U CPU, 8GB RAM and a 512GB SSD variant, is priced at 3,799 Chinese yuans, roughly $530. The AMD Ryzen 5 4500U CPU, 16GB RAM and 512GB SSD variant, is priced at 3,999 Chinese yuans, roughly $560. Upgrade for an AMD Ryzen 7 4700U CPU, Vega 8 graphics, paired with 16GB RAM and a 1TB SSD, and you'll be asked for 4,999 Chinese yuans, roughly $700. Move on to a 14 inches or 16 inches diagonal and you'll, oddly, lose the 1TB SSD on the top configuration. All other specs are the same across the RedmiBook 14 and 16 compared to the RedmiBook 13, an AMD Ryzen 5 4500U CPU and 8 or 16GB of RAM, and an AMD Ryzen 7 4700U CPU paired with 16GB RAM. Pricing for these 3 configurations is reported at an odd $530, $560 and $630. I say odd, because a bigger panel, and consequently bigger chassis, should theoretically increase the BOM, which is usually reflected on price. Perhaps Xiaomi is already achieving a comfortable profit on the 13-inch version, which it apparently expects to be the best seller, that it is betting on market penetration for their bigger models via aggressive pricing.